I am here with Val from CanAm, and we've been around each other for a while now, and just kind of probably not actually made it the and correct introduction. And Scotty Lawrence has now made that happen, and got you up here on the podcast. It's the Art AF podcast here at King of the Hammers, the 20 years of King of the Hammers, and 20 years is a big deal. And CanAm's been involved for a long time. What's CanAm doing here at King of the Hammers?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. I think this is very cool, and hopefully we see this every year, a podcast at King and the Hammers. I think it was really needed. So congratulations to you and the team on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we are the official UTV sponsor of King and the Hammers, and we have been with them, oh gosh, 7, 8 years, I want to say. And we just re-signed for another 3 years. So we are here to stay. We believe in the sport, but we really truly believe in this event. It is the biggest off-road event in North America, truly. So we're excited to be here. We have 3 booths at at King and the Hammers for CanAm. So we have our big Hammertown booth, which you cannot miss. You see it in all the live feeds because our logo is so big, which we love, but that's where you see the latest and greatest. We have the demo booth right outside the gates, which is fantastic. There's the new XRC there. So that is, if you haven't done it this year, if you come back next year, please try the new products. It's always so cool. And our guys take you out for a ride. Like, we go out into the mountains. So that's super fun. And then we have what I believe is the best viewing area on the shore course, which is right at the start finish line. And that's exclusive for our CanAm owners, and that's a little, thank you to them, and they get kind of that preferred access and preferred viewing area in the morning, especially at the start finish. I've been at every start finish this week, this morning, yesterday, Thursday. I've been at all of the qualifying power hours in there, and it's so much fun. It is packed. Everyone's excited. It's a really good time.
It's really cool to see CanAm here in such a big way, and I know it's been kind of a progression, right? You guys kind of dabbled in it a little bit, and now you guys are full bore. You're the sponsoring UTV supplier here at King of the Hammers, and you guys have really made a statement with the cars. I mean, you've got the king currently, Kyle Chaney. He's out there defending right now.
Yep.
This is the 4400 day, so he's out there defending his title, and the man knows how to drive, and he attributes that all to CanAm. Me and Kyle go way back. We raced GNCCs together back in the day, when he got his first CanAm contract, when CanAm came to him and said, you want to race for us? So
Yeah.
I was around for that, and I've been racing shoulder to shoulder with Kyle the whole time, all the way through GNCCs, and then when they quit, and then we went to Ultra 4 and King of the Hammers. So I did race some short course as well in Champ Off Road. So we kind of took similar paths, but he's way faster than me. So
He is an amazing driver. And I mean, we worked with him this year to get him to Dakar. Let's take a pause on King of the Hammers for 1 second, but we took him to Dakar, and I was with him in Morocco. And that was really his first taste of rally, international rally. And you could tell he was like, oh, this is a lot different than anything I've ever done in the US. But my goodness, he got second overall at Dakar, which for your first year is phenomenal. And I think that just kind of shows how good of a driver he is. You can't pre-run Dakar. You find out course notes so close to when that stage actually happens. So he's such a great driver, and we're really proud. And Hunter too. I mean, they're both so fantastic. They're both still moving on course right now. So really excited.
yeah, you've got an excellent list of drivers. You've got Kyle Chaney, Hunter Miller, Cody Miller, and I am gonna butcher this because I mean, maybe you know them a lot better than I do, but there's an absolute plethora of killer CanAm drivers out there who could win at any given moment. Phil Blurton, I don't know if you saw the pictures this morning.
He texted them to me.
He had a rough go at the UTV race, and those pictures are spectacular. Now, I did see the car afterwards, and it says something to says something about your guys' product.
Well, the fact that they walked away, like,
Yeah.
let's talk about that. Like, they walked away unscathed. And even I asked them night of, I texted them the next morning, are you okay? Like, are you feeling so? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. So that's fantastic. Paul Wolf had the same fate. Like, it just, course mile 5 seemed to be very problematic for a lot of people, unfortunately. And Phil and Paul couldn't even really do that race and because of that incident. But they walked away.
Right,
And
yeah.
that's what we want.
That's
Them to walk away.
Right. That's what matters at the end of the day. We can all go out here and go fast and hope for the win, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, Hammers and other races, obviously, but Hammers is extreme. It will reach out and bite you, and when it does, it's nice to know that the car has your back. That you
Absolutely.
can push the car to the limit and still get out, walk away, go back to your family. So that's important. So we'll just kick it right back to the CanAm.
Yep.
What's the future for CanAm at King of the Hammers? What's that outlook look like?
Well, like I said, we just re-signed another contract with King and the Hammer, so we're committed at least for the next 3 years. I mean, we always just like to push the boundaries of what are we able to do for consumers and fans and those who attend King of the Hammers? What can we do with our racers? So to me, the sky's the limit for us. We're never like, oh well, this recipe's working, so let's not improve it. Like, how can we do better? How can we do more? So what that holds, I don't know what the future holds, but we're always working, we're always brainstorming. We love ideas. We love ideas and we love seeing which ideas can we make happen truly. And I mean, like that viewing area, that's only a couple years old. We didn't have that a couple years ago. And that's something, we work with King and the Hammers, which we have such a great relationship with them. And they were on side. They're like, yeah, no, it's true. There is only one other viewing area, and it's the monster booth, which is fantastic. But let's bring more. Let's bring more excitement to that short course and let people have access because people love seeing the start finish. I do, anyways. I think it's the best part.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you completely. I've been to all your guys' booths, including the finish viewing area. I only spent a few minutes in there just to kind of check it out, walk around, see the area, and it wasn't. I was doing the UTV day. I went to the CanAm dinner the other night, kind of hung out, said hello. And you guys are doing so much for the sport, and it's really really great to see. There's not a lot of other manufacturers that take it that next step. So I've always been a huge advocate of CanAm and the way you guys carry yourselves, and your products are top notch. I I know that the X3 is like the older platform now, but there's something about that car that just resonates with me because for me as a driver, I don't know if you know this, I race single seat. So it's a two-seat car. We kept the wide chassis,
Yep.
but I prefer to drive alone. I drive better alone. I don't like having to worry about someone else in the car and injuring someone else. I'm fine with me pushing the limits, but when there's somebody else there, so but that puts an extra step on me. I've got to navigate. Um, but what I like about the X3 is it's light, it's nimble, it's still fast enough to compete. Not nearly fast enough as a Mavars. I will say, I will admit that. And I've got the opportunity to drive a Mavar for the first time at Scotty's Off-Road Park, one of the old Nitro Cross cars. And what a machine.
I know. The first time I drove one was a week after we launched it, and it was in Arizona, just outside of Havasu. And oh my goodness, I felt the difference instantly. Listen, X3 is my baby. The XRS is my favorite vehicle that we create in Can-Am. I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I do. But the Maverick R is so impressive. It's so good in the desert. We're so excited with it. But I agree, the X3 is still it was before its time. It's where we dominated King of the Hammers year after year after year. We had a three-peat on all X3 platform, which is amazing. And then look what happened Thursday. Racing, anything can happen. And Jeff brought it home with an X3 with the help of Chris Blaze, which is one of our racers. And we just love Chris and all his family and his crew.
That was very cool to see. Again, you're right. This race has its special way of creating drama, and every year it seems that way. But Kyle, for some reason, Kyle just seems to win all the time.
Yeah.
And if it's interesting to see how it played out this year. It was unfortunate for a lot of racers, but also for Jeff Martin to be able to do that and put it on the box was really really cool. And hats off to him and his whole crew, and
Absolutely.
CanAm for building an
Absolutely.
excellent
Yeah.
machine. So testament to you guys for sure. Gosh, I don't really have any way to explain how good the machines are to people unless they drive it.
Yeah.
We got the opportunity the other day to hook up with a friend of ours. Do you know Poopies?
No.
Okay. There's a Poopies is and I know this sounds wild saying it, but that's
Yeah.
literally his name. It's a
Okay.
nickname. He has a
Okay.
real name, but
Okay.
he's a Jackass star from the
Okay.
movie Jackass.
Got
Do you
it.
know the movie?
Of course.
Okay, so he's a Jackass star, and he's doing your Subscribe to Ride program.
Oh, Brian.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yes.
I know his true legal
Okay,
name.
that's
His
Poopies.
government name.
That's
Okay, got it.
Poopies.
Got it.
That's Poops. Me and Chase because Chase knows him pretty well, and we got to jump in and go for a ride with him in a four-seater, and I was scared for my life. But what I will say, the Mav R that he took us for a ride in was amazing.
Yeah.
And I've never been in a four-seater
Yeah.
until then, a four-seater Mav R until then. And I got to sit in the back as a racer, sitting in the back of a car with someone who isn't necessarily a racer. I was nervous as all get out. I was sweating bullets back there, but we came back fine. We had no problems other than a little flat tire, which I was happy to provide my services to teach these guys how to change a tire because they weren't really
Yeah.
versed in that area. But race car driver here, so I change tires all the time. But anyway, long story short, we got to go for a ride in the new Can-Am Mav R4C, and to be able to watch that suspension design
So fun.
bounce in front of you
It
in that
takes a
car.
second to get used to. I'll be honest, as a driver, it takes a second, and then you forget it's happening.
Yeah.
And it's so fun.
It's something so cool about being able to see your car work.
Yep.
You know, with other cars, you kind of are hidden behind the dash, and you don't really. Every once in a while, you'll see a tire pop up.
Yeah.
But those cars, particular, even like you can watch the live feed here at King of the Hammers. We have in car now with the live stream and all that, and you can watch the suspension literally work right in front of your eyes, and it gives you a whole new perspective of how hard and how fast those drivers are driving because you can see the suspension working.
And I will say, when we launched the Maverick R in 2023, a lot of comments were made about those amazing knuckles. And I mean, we proved over and over and over again that they are reliable. You will not get a rock or stick stuck in them. We know that now, but that was the biggest comment. Oh, something's going to get stuck in there. No. And Kyle Cheney jumped off back door not 6 months after we launched it. And I think people know this is the right thing. We have the most amazing engineers, some of them who are here to support our racers during this rig. We do things well. We make sure it is ready before it goes out. And yeah, that car is fantastic.
It is amazing. I was took back when I first saw the car. I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. That's, you know, and then as a racer, my first thought is, how are we going to fit bigger tires, right? So then obviously it created a little bit of room for aftermarket people like CT Raceworks to create parts to make it for bigger tires, but the geometry stays, right? So the geometry is the same, but it is a wild looking car, and it's one of those things where like if you see a new vehicle, you're like, oh, I'm not sure, but then it has grown on me so heavily that I love it. It is such a cool look to see those arms and those knuckles move. It again, we don't have to waste any more time on it. But if you want to go drive the best of the best, be sure to go check out all the Can-Am booths here at King of the Hammers and at any other race event you guys attend all year long. What's the next big event that somebody could come see the Can-Am booths at?
That is a super good question. I don't have the event schedule off the top of my head. I know we will be with our racers at the Mint 400, but not in a demo capacity.
Either way, go to any of the big races, King of the Hammers, Mint 400, Vegas, Torino, Baja, any of those. You're gonna find Mav Rs. They're gonna be there. You're gonna find X3s. So go to these drivers. It's the beauty of this racing. This type of racing is the pits are open. You buy a wristband, you can go see everybody. You can come up to the Can-Am booth. You can go to the viewing area, go see them, go talk to the people, make the connection, and get yourself a Can-Am.
Absolutely. And try it. Just try it. You'll have so much fun. We have the best demo staff, I think, in the industry. They take you for a ride. They really make sure you enjoy that vehicle. And it's not just like, oh, we're going to go around the parking lot for like 5. No, you're out there for like half an hour, 45 minutes, and you get to experience the vehicle at 60 miles an hour easily. And it's so fun.
It is a wild experience, especially if you've never done it. So if you're a newbie to the industry and you want to get your feet wet and see if maybe you want to buy a Can-Am and you want to get into the off-road industry, go do the ride-alongs. They're a great ride. They are. We got to kind of experience that on our own. And as a race car driver, I don't really get nervous much, but I was a little worried, and we had a great time. So everything was great. Highly recommend. Val, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. This was super fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had an absolute blast. It was good to actually finally meet you in person.
And to meet you as well. I'm glad to meet you.
Thank you so much. And we'll let everybody get back to work here and let you get back to the booth. I know you got a lot going on. Today's a big day, so we'll get back to the racing.
Let's cross our fingers. Our boys finish.
Yep. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything's crossed.
That's right.
Back to the racing here at King of the Hammers. 20 years at King of the Hammers. We'll see you guys later. Thank you, Doc.